Welcome back to the beta build of Lichdom Battlemage. I am Southern Wolverine, and apparently from the previous video there's quite a bit of interest in this game as it garnered more views faster than any other video I've ever made. So thank you guys for watching. If you watched the previous one, if not, go back and check it out. And I'm going to just take these guys out and then experiment with the crafting, which has changed a bit. I'll show you some of the things that have changed. I did look at it a bit on my own yesterday. Take that, you jerk. Now where's this crossbow guy? Aha! Ow! Darn it. I really do hate these damn guys. Okay. Alright, now that we've got ourselves a little space to work, let's just go into the inventory. And there are significant changes in here as we sort of expect. Go ahead and upgrade my criticals, or my whatever, plus 1% damage. Okay, fine. Alright, so there are significant changes to crafting, which we kind of expect, since that's happened pretty much every version. And given the interest in this, I'm going to try to go through this and show you everything I can about this interface and what I've figured out. And caveat, I have not spent a whole lot of time messing with this, so we'll kind of figure it out together. So let's just start out by just throwing some things together. Now this looks more or less like it did before. This is a little bit different over here, which is actually kind of nice. We can actually sort, which is so I don't have to flip through the whole list. If I want to set my targeting pattern, I can pop this and immediately get all my targeting patterns, which is a great touch. I mean, it's very simple, but very useful. One other thing that I've noticed about these is we've got a new stat on our spells, Apocalyptical Chance. Now I don't know what that is, but it sounds really cool, and I want to make it happen. We also see which of these items are upgradable, which I will get to in a minute, I guess. For now, though, I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade my fire spell, I think, using the executing targeting pattern, which is going to give me bonus damage on low health enemies. Seems like a cool thing. Help us finish people off. And again, it's still the same kind of deal where we can pick whether we want it to be mastery focused or control focused. I think we're going to go for destruction with fire. And when I place this in here, we get to see the nicest touch, I think, nice and simple on this menu, right down here, compare equipped. So this pops up, we see we've got a 30-point increase in damage, which is, you know, almost a 50% damage boost. About 40%. We've also got a better chance to stagger, blah blah. And we get this bonus to health. Anyway, that tells us our charge time to give us the criticals and all that kind of stuff. So I do like what they've done here. It's very helpful, and we're definitely going the right direction on this. So I'm going to go ahead, craft that, and go ahead and equip it. So I'm not going to go do every one of my spells, but I am going to go do a couple of things. Actually, before I do that, let's go to synthesis. So you see this menu is entirely different. And Reforge, I haven't really messed with this, but I guess what this is that you take basically items and you drop them in here and they go away and you get progress towards a legendary item. So you throw away enough garbage items and you get something really cool at the end. So that's kind of neat. I don't know that there's any way to control what that is. It's probably just a random drop. And we don't have so many items right now, but that does give you something to do with all these, like, control, you know, okay, whatever. So let's try to reforge that. It doesn't seem to give us much progress. This seems like it takes a while. Probably the better items you drop in there, the better the boost you get. So, just, okay. Whatever. So let's go back to synthesis, and we've also got... Oh wait, that's the one I just did. Damn it! Back. Deconstruct. Lets you take these spells and break them back into constituent parts. So let's go ahead and do that. Recover. So you can take these old spells, break them apart, and go back to that Reforge and reforge the bits if you don't feel like you need to use them. So, let's see, detail stats. Well, whatever. Deconstructed. Oh, okay. So the trade-off here is we can only recover one of the parts. I missed that part before. I didn't actually deconstruct anything last time because I didn't actually do any crafting. So let's get the targeted pattern back. And we got 2 potential upgrades to that, which I'll get to in a second. So let's go ahead and extract that out. And then now let's see what we can do with the upgrades. And this is, again, I haven't messed with this a lot, but you saw those ones. Now see, I'm not sure. See, we have 0 to 1 synthesis upgrades, and yet all these items still show up as possible items to upgrade. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. But in any case, it's a tutorial would not go amiss in this, particularly in this area, and in some of their, what do they call it? Not synthesis, but they're where you can apparently combine spells, sort of, and it's not clear to me how that happens. So a true tutorial would not go amiss in this area of the game. So let's go ahead and see what happens if we upgrade that targeting pattern. You know what? Actually, why don't we just, if we're going to upgrade something, let's upgrade something that's already decent. How about the powered targeted pattern? Oh, interesting. We can only charge this up with certain things. Well, I wonder if we can only boost it with things that are equal to or better than its own quality. Let's see what happens if we take this AoE pattern. If we get... Yeah, interesting. That's interesting. So you can't take a really good item and power it up with 2 garbage items. You have to take and power it up with equal to or better items. So the color indicating here the rarity, and that's the quality of the item basically. So let me take just I don't really see myself using this trap pattern, and I'll take that original targeted pattern that I had, and let's see what we get out of this. Let's just hit upgrade, see what we get. So now we get 1 level of rarity improvement. So now we get the volatile AoE pattern, critical chance. Okay, so I mean that's not that different, but the interface is a lot better, and some of these things are kind of nice. It's 15 shield. Maybe I can take this and upgrade. I'll go upgrade my shield or something next, so we can see there are some nice options on the shield. I got a bunch of these destructions, and I still don't see a huge point to mastery. I don't see that the effects are that powerful. Okay, so it didn't make a huge difference, but it did give us a slight boost of shield regen. This might be more useful in taking mid-level items and making them top-level items. Later on, when we get a bunch of these green and blue items to make some really cool stuff out of them. And also when we get a giant pile of stuff with which to work. Alright, so let me just do... I want to do one more crafting with ice. I do want to get my ray pattern, since I found I very much like that in the previous alpha. And I do want that to be control for sure, since I very much enjoy freezing people in place. So that's going to give us a 5-second freeze. Let's see if there's anything that gives us better paired controls. Control, instruction. Enlarged control is going to give us 2 control instead of just 1. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, so now we got a 6-second freeze. And... oh, that's interesting. Tells us how often the ray actually scores a hit. Not a big deal in terms of this, because it's just used, I'm using it as an immobilizer. But if you had a spell that was actually going to do damage, it would be nice if it told you how often it did damage. I don't believe it did that previously. So let's go ahead and craft that. Get the freezing ray. Okay, it's exactly what I want it to be. Let's go ahead and equip that bad boy. And let me just show you something else on the shield crafting here before we go on. Now, I don't know, some of this is new, some of this is not. So the strategic pattern, it does a better job of showing you the statistics too. For example, the shielding, let me just take the standard ones and compare them. So the tactical, let's start with the strategic. The strategic is going to give you good health, kind of a low regen rate. Kind of 7.5 seconds is a long regen. It doesn't sound like a long time, but in a fight that would be a long time to try to not die. and then it's no charge blink, but increased base health, and this increases the charging of our AoE spells. Okay, so strategic. You're trying to get, you know, big blast, whatever. So then there's the tactical, which is, what was the other one? 100 something health. This is only 72. Yeah, that was 126. So this is just over half the health of the other one. That's a big bump. But look at the regen, 45 per second and only a 1.8 second delay. So this shield will very quickly recharge if you stay dodging. You cannot quick blink, but you get a fast blink charge. I'm not sure how I feel about that combination in conjunction with the fact that you have very little health. But whatever. You've also got an increased block galvanize, which is that thing where you do the reflecting damage, basically, or create a nova. So the tactical shield pattern is what no, not the tactical, but the agile shield pattern is what I think I'm going to go with. And that's for a couple reasons. It's a good middle ground. It is a significant health hit from the tactical one, but we'll complement a bit with one of these two, either the absorbing or the rapid defense. Probably the rapid defense. So that's going to get us over 100, so that's kind of nice. Unlimited quick blink, which is kind of what I'm interested in. We have no galvanize. Wow, that seems like a pretty nasty trade-off, actually. I didn't see that before. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Only 35% damage reduction. That's kind of not cool either. Now I'm thinking through this again. Maybe I'll just stick with the strategic pattern. Although the agile, I do like the 30% faster charging on targeted spells, since that is primarily what I use. However, I think given that we have no galvanize in that, not that I remember to use that block all that often, to be totally honest, but I think we're just going to stick with this, and we'll do more damage block. So now we're blocking 55% damage, and we have quite a bit of health. So you know what? I'll go with that, and I'll just have to adjust my style a little bit to avoid being destroyed when my shield recharges. Okay, so now let's, hi there, guy. That's what you get for being a jerk. Yeah, that's right, punk. Alright, so there's our Ray. All still what we expect, I guess. Alright, now let's find some people to murder with it. Well, now the downside is I'm going to have to get closer to freeze people. It's going to make that freeze slightly less useful against crossbow guys like that dude over there. But, whoa. Hey. Not cool, guys, not cool. Alright. Let's, I should have just AoE'd them is what I should have done. Jerks. Alright, let's get that shield recharge. And just keep experimenting with these. So, I mean, like I said, a proper tutorial will be very, very helpful in that crafting. You figure out just what the trade-offs are. That little, like, text is not as self-explanatory as we might hope. In terms of actually figuring out what the implications are and how the damage system works and things like that. And that's one of the things that we can only hope would be improved, sort of, you know, it's understood that those should be improved in a full game as opposed to a beta, where you expect some of these things around the edges to be not entirely fleshed out.
Thanks. Do I want to know where this came from?
No, you do not want to know.
Each age of the world.
Anytime you have to ask a wizard, do I want to know? The answer is probably no. Alright, come on guys, bring it on. Bring it on! Let's see what you got, see what you got! Alright, let's get a nice AoE on these guys, please. Yeah, see how little damage that crossbow shot actually did to my shield. That's thanks to that 140 health that I got now. Hey, I actually remembered to block something. Hey! That's rude of you, sir. Thank you. We want that. Man, these crossbow guys are crazy accurate, I tell you. But I guess that's the idea. The combination of... Oh, hello there. The combination of the melee guys and those crossbow
Looks like there was
guys
another
is pretty
dragon before you
dangerous.
came along.
I know.
Yes, I'm
Wonder if
well
she's
aware of
still out
this.
there.
No doubt she was horribly
Well
wounded
aware
by
of
cultists.
this.
Wow. You're a real ray of sunshine.
Thanks. I try. Wait. What was that?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't hear anything. Forget these. We've already seen all those. It's not worth the one item. Sit there and wait for the little pseudo cutscene.
Enough!
Oh, she's chasing him down. Oh, that's right. That's right. She's gonna get killed and come back at this checkpoint. Right where we are now at. See? You shouldn't have gone after him. He got all stabbed.
Oh god. That was intense.
Okay, we don't need a shield,
dead.
so moving on.
Here I am.
Oh, alright, so we get another sigil.
So what happened?
I see you found the first of my
Yes,
reliquaries.
yes. Give me
under
more
the
magic
Vasa.
now. Come on.
Yeah, and I had to kill my way through an undead army to
Oh, I
get here.
can't
What the
flame
hell
his
is going
ghost.
on?
The cult uses these ruins as a testing ground for their experiments. You
See
can
now,
see
it's
the
interesting in
results.
the bottom
I saw
corner.
Echoes
Yeah, it looks like
of
the
another
color at the
dragon.
bottom of
Did
the
she find out what's creating the
spell
undead?
symbol indicates
She
the
did.
type of spell, just as
But
it
the
did
cult
before.
came back stronger.
So you got
Count
what looks
Shaxx
like-
corrupted the reliquary.
either that or
and
it's
now
red
it
for
creates
fire and
these
blue
monsters.
for ice. It might not
If you
indicate
destroy
whether it's a
Shaxx's link,
destruction,
the undead will fall.
control, or whatever spell. See, what haven't I done yet? I don't think I've used corruption before. Let's give that a try. See what the hell that is. But now I was getting to the. Now we see the rarity of the base spell shape. I guess they call it spell shape. So that one that we did, the targeting pattern, is a blue top, and the ice one was just based off a standard ray, so it's still white. It's common. Actually, you know what? Before I move on to the next area, let's go to our journal. Hide these. Pull up the sigil. See what corruption is actually supposed to do. Okay, so destruction infects it with highly damaging parasites that wait to hatch. Interesting. So after a certain amount of time, they hatch, causing the target to take damage. Add more destruction to increase the damage control to increase the incubation time, allowing for more parasites. Interesting. Okay. So it's delayed damage. So control infects the target with a damage and a bomb parasite. Can be popped with a critical hit for some damage at any time, blah, 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 blah. Interesting. This one might take a little bit of doing. Okay, so the mastery marks the target, infects with a damaging parasite, and I can pop on a hit and creates a queen parasite. The queen parasite fully incubates upon the target's death. A living hive spawns. This hive follows the player, emitting parasites that will hit enemies, marking them with mastery. Interesting. I'm not sure what the implications of that are from a tactical sense. Let me look at what those actually are that we have. Okay, maybe the color does indicate, so that must be a damage type, that must be a control type, and this is going to be the mastery. So that's the one that could potentially make our enemies into queen monster things. This is going to be the explosive one, and this is going to be the just do damage after a period of time one. Alright, so for fire, let's further increase our damage, since that's really what we're going for. For ice, plus, yeah, status effect duration. So see, that one we got like one of each there, and so let us try a couple different things out. All right, well let's give it a try. I need a volunteer. Come on, there used to be bad guys in this area. Where the hell are you? Oh, there's a guy. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it has a delay and then did 96 damage. Let me freeze him and we'll do... Oh, ow, ow, ow. What the heck? Well, that is kind of a neat and somewhat creepy effect. I'll give him that one. I'm not sure why you would use this instead of fire or something to just directly damage the guy. Perhaps you can beef it up to the point where it'll do fairly heinous damage, or maybe the damage variant of that is not the way to go with this one or something. We'll have to experiment with different crafting and see what exactly we can get out of that. In any case, let's just roast this guy and move on. As said, be roasted. Thank you, sir. Huh. Not sure how I feel about corruption magic. Definitely is a different style, that's for damn sure. See, I know the fire. It just like I said, I have to experiment and figure out what the best way to use it is. But it seems like it doesn't make a lot of sense to me on the face of it, because we've got fire that's immediately doing a ton of damage, or I can wait for a lesser amount of damage. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me in the trade-off there. Call me crazy, but perhaps in that one, the other forms, the control and the mastery forms, seem like they would make more sense. More sense. In that they do a more unique, potentially more powerful effect over time. Curious stuff. Alright, let's find us another checkpoint.
Ready for a fight? There's a huge swarm of undead waiting for you.
Oh,
and
sounds
this
like
time you'll
a
stay
big
back
fight
and
and then
not
a
get
checkpoint.
stabbed, right?
It's easy to be smug when you
Yeah, it is easier to be smug when you have the firepower. I admit, now you are dead, sir. Come on, knock the damn shield down. Oh man, oh, that spell effect is creepy as hell too. See, it's like a growing blob in his hand that he throws at the guy. Look at that. It's like, I don't know, it's like Zerg goop or something from StarCraft. Oh, we got another undead machine back here. Is that what this is? I think there was another one of these. Oh no, I got these confused. This is the one that has the little stair area exploits, which I think I will make use of. So which is the one that creates the hive? I think that's my barrier one. So I'll have to give this a try. Let's try to get it. Ooh, look at that. That's a hell of a thing. Mini boss, eh? I think you should freeze. Is what you should do. Now burn! Burn for me, sucker! Corruption leveled up. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I thought it took down another guy. Oh, it did! Whoa! Oh, that was almost exciting. I don't know what they would have done, but I can't imagine it would have been a good thing for me. That was somewhat interesting. We got some of that bonus damage effect going on. Freeze, freeze, freeze. Okay, now let's try the corruption AoE on these guys again. Come on, give me the, there we go. Alright. Pow! Jerks! You are all jerks and idiots. Especially you. Oh, you can see the little parasite clinging to him. That's kind of neat. Ha! Yeah, this would take some serious experimentation to figure out what the best techniques are. Or what kind of combinations of things you can get. Wow, that guy did not want to die. Thank you. Thank you for dying. Much better. Alright, let's try that again, actually. Pow! You are infected. And a boop. Now you're frozen, infected, and hit with fire. Bad day for that guy. Just bad day. Not much more to be said. Wow, look at all these guys down here. Oh, jerk, unfreeze me. Oh man. Oh, come on, really? Oh wow, come on. Oh, darn it. Lost your shield. Freeze there until you die, sir. Stop freezing me when I'm in the middle of it. Oh man, these guys are kicking my butt. They're kicking my butt. They are kicking. Okay, time to stop screwing around. Stick with what I know works. Oh, look at all those parasites come out and mess that guy up. Wow, okay, yeah, that is... Whoa, what was that? Is that more of my little parasite dudes? Wow. Okay. Wow, yeah, okay, so that's... that's what that does, where the parasites jump out. Okay. Which one was that? Control? Oh, that's pretty awesome, actually. Oh, man, you gotta change everything over to that. That was, I think, the AoE one, so yeah, that was a control type spell. Oh, wow. Wow, those little sounds they make are kind of creepy. Yeah, that might be where it's at for the parasite spells, I'll tell you what, because that kind of saved me, all those guys bursting out of that guy when he died. It just wrecked up all those guys' faces. Wrecked their faces for me. Whew. Interesting. Interesting dynamic that was not something I was expecting to happen. But I will take it. I will most definitely take it.
Theater sealed off just for you.
So it's a trap.
Right.
Of course.
So there, another checkpoint, and this episode has been going on for a while, so I think we will call it here.
Ruggiero and Shax took my sister.
But based on the popularity of the previous one, there's, like I said, since there seems to be enough interest in this, I will bring you as many as I can this week. So those of you who are curious about this game, would like to learn more, maybe decide whether you want to get it or not when it comes to full release next month. I hope that I can give it a representation. You guys can come here and get some more information over the next few days, a week or so. In any case, thank you for watching. I am Southern Wolverine. This has been more Lichdom Battlemage Beta, and I would like to wish all of you a good day.